by the power of Grayskull.
For those of you who have kept up with my Mega Construx Masters of the Universe reviews, you know by now that when I can, I focus mostly on the original mini-comics origins of the characters that we look at here, and Stratos is going to be no different. However, what is different is that there is actually very little difference between the mini-comic and Filmation incarnations of the character of Stratos. Stratos is leader, sometimes referred to as the king, of the mighty bird people of Avion, a mountain kingdom set in the Mystic Mountains. He, like all bird people, have some abilities that separate them from humans. Chief among them being is the power of flight and keen eyesight. Stratos, like all bird people, is covered in gray fur that, while not explicitly described as such, I believe to serve the same purpose as the down feathers on a bird, in that it provides insulation for Stratos while he is flying at higher altitudes, where the air can get much colder than ground level. This fur would also help insulate the bird people from the mountain winds of the Mystic Mountains. Stratos' vintage 5-inch figure was also molded with the same brass knuckle look that Beastman had, and this shouldn't come as any surprise since his body was made from the same mold. Like in the mini-comics, we see Stratos emitting energy from his hand, so it seems that this might be a somewhat common type of weapon on Eternia. It is also interesting to note here that in the very first mini-comic, He-Man and the Power Sword, Stratos was seen on the side of Skeletor, though he only appeared in one panel. The creator of the Masters of the Universe had originally intended Stratos to be one of the evil warriors and changed their mind at the last minute to make him a heroic warrior. When we see Stratos again in the King of Castle Grayskull, it appears he is guarding one half of the power sword that is embedded in the highest peak of Eternia, which we assume is in the Mystic Mountains. It is not until the third mini-comic, Battle in the Clouds, that we see Stratos as he would come to be known, gray-furred, red-winged, and sporting a jetpack that enables him to fly. It is also implied that he has incredibly keen hearing, as he heard the ravings of Skeletor on the wind while he was perched on the tallest peak of Eternia's mightiest mountain. When next we see Stratos in the Vengeance of Skeletor, he is back to his light flesh tone color. Stratos, despite being one of the first figures of the line, was noticeably absent from much of the mini-comics run, as well as even the Filmation series. In the mini-comic, The Siege of Avion, we get a better look at Stratos and learn that he is married to a human woman named Delora. We also get to see other bird people in this issue as they battle against a race of beings called the Illcourts that quite frankly looked like evil sea monkeys. In this issue, Skeletor steals from the bird people an artifact called the Emerald Staff of Avion. Stratos tells He-Man that the Emerald Staff must be returned to the bird people as it is the source of their power of flight. How it does this is not told at all, only that Stratos at one point says, "My flying magic is almost gone." It is never told how the Emerald Staff provides them with flight. Whether it somehow powers the jetpacks of the bird people, or it provides them with mental control over their jetpacks, or if it affects the bird people in ways unknown. Either way, the Emerald Staff of Avion is very important to the lore, especially the mini-comic lore of Stratos and the bird people. The Mega Construx figure of Stratos uses the same body mold as Beastman, exactly like the 5-inch figure did. The head sculpt of Stratos is new and has him wearing his trademark flight helmet and goggles that protect him from the bright light of the sun at high altitudes, as well as the wind and the elements. On his arms he wears his iconic wings, red in color as his 5-inch figure was. The wings are connected only around the figure's wrists. What I like best about Stratos' wings is that they don't connect with the standard clips. Instead, they are full bracelets that wrap around the figure's wrists. I like this. I like this a lot because I have large fingers and I can't always easily manipulate the small clip on the bracelets that come with the Masters of the Universe figures. And I also have issue with them popping off on occasion. So much that I even lost one of the unique gold bracelets that came with the Castle Grayskull issue of He-Man. With the full bracelets molded around Stratos' wrists, there is no fear of them popping off unless you pull his hand out of the socket. Stratos' color scheme is blue and red against a gray body mold, and on his back he wears his trademark jetpack. The jetpack has a great sculpt, however it is made of a gummy, flexible, rubbery plastic that may not hold its shape as well as you would want it to, but it still does look good for this minifigure. Despite being made of the same mold as Beastman, Stratos is a very unique looking figure with bright and bold colors that pop even more against a soft gray body mold. Even his beard has some nice sculpting done, with bristle lines carved into it. Stratos' look is not only unique but very proud. He looks the role of noble leader, king among his people. Stratos is a 5-inch vintage figure, did not come with any accessories other than his wings and his jetpack, so it's a good thing that he was molded with the same energy knuckles that Beastman had. However, Mega Construx has included the Emerald Staff of Avion with Stratos. As a fan of the mini-comics, I appreciate this greatly because the Emerald Staff of Avion is unique to the mini-comics. In the Filmation series, there was another staff called the Staff of Avion that has some similarities and quite a few differences. I'm not going to talk about that version of the staff now, but if Mega Construx releases a version of it, I will revisit this artifact. The Emerald Staff of Avion is a built accessory that consists of 8 pieces and is a near-perfect representation of the staff from the mini-comics. Even though the staff was only seen once in the mini-comics, I appreciate it anytime Mega Construx includes a special item such as this as a pack-in with their figures and sets. Like all the single-pack characters, Stratos comes with a brick-built display stand that has his name printed across the front. While I appreciate the stand that comes with all of the figures, I feel like Stratos would have benefited from the same type of display stand that comes with Mega Construx's Halo line. The type with the transparent rod that fits in the figure's back. This would allow you to properly pose Stratos in a flight pose rather than being anchored to the ground. As of the uploading of this video, Stratos is a hard figure to find. I was only able to get one because I bought a full vendor box of Mega Construx Series 5 minifigures. If you can find one at a reasonable price on the secondary market, I say pick him up. His unique look and the inclusion of the Emerald Staff of Avion will add a lot to your Mega Construx Masters of the Universe collection. He is a standout character to the collection. Also, if the pictures we've seen from the 2019 San Diego Comic-Con are to be believed, it looks like we may be getting a version of Stratos with his light flesh tone as well. If you're looking to get your hands on a Stratos figure, don't forget that I'm actually giving one away. Find this picture on my Instagram page, follow me, and leave a comment as to which character you want most from Series 5, and you could win a complete set. The winner will be randomly drawn on October 1st, 2019. In the meantime, remember to like this video, share it with your friends, leave me a comment on what you think of Stratos and how hard it's been to find one near you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the bell so you'll always be notified when I upload videos. If you're watching this on IGTV, there's a link to my channel in the bio and in the video description. Play well, everyone, and as always, thank you for watching.